Teachers and parents are now suing over schools, trying to stop the governor and others from mandating that students and teachers return to schools next month. Local 10 investigator Jeff Weinsteer has details about that lawsuit.
Miami-Dade and Broward teachers have actually joined in on this lawsuit. They call it reckless and unsafe to open schools full-time.
You know, as a teacher, as an educator.
Mindy Feske's husband is a teacher in Miami-Dade. Her son is a student with a compromised immune system. She is now a named plaintiff in a suit against the governor and Miami-Dade's mayor.
Even though if my son did not return to a brick and mortar school, my husband would have to. And so, you know, having the chance of bringing anything home to pass it on to my son, expose it to my son, is very dangerous.
No one wants to be back in a classroom and reopen our school buildings more than educators.
Fred Ingram, a band teacher in Miami-Dade, he also is president of the Florida Education Association. He says schools are not set up for social distancing and says the governor needs a reality check.
We want to do it safely, and we don't want to put people at risk. There is a known risk.
Stephanie Beth Miller, also a plaintiff. She's a teacher at Fox Trail in Broward and spent 21 days on a ventilator.
Of course, want to go back to teaching, but it needs to be safe. There's no way that children could sit in their seat for 6 hours wearing a mask.
The Florida Department of Education requiring all public school districts to open brick and mortar schools as an option for families 5 days a week.
The emergency order completely ignores the CDC criteria.
Attorney Kendall Coffey is representing the Florida Education Association.
Schools are high contact settings. They're not set up for social distancing. And therefore, reopening has to be a locally driven decision.
The governor says,
although I don't think that the school children are the primary vectors of spread, you know, any employment situation, you got to take precautions to make sure people are protected.
The FEA estimates 39% of educators will actually retire or quit if they have to go back into the classroom full time under this COVID crisis. Reporting from home, Jeff Weinsteer, Local 10 News.